So another question that we commonly get when we're talking about qualifying for a mortgage is, what is the right down payment, or how much is required in a down payment to qualify for a loan? This can vary tremendously based on multiple factors: a product, credit score. I'll explain some of this to you here in the video. For conventional loans, Fannie and Freddie, they have some specialized products that allow for as little as 3% down. That's kind of a median income qualifier, which we get into more detail in later videos. But 3%, usually up to 5%. 5% is a pretty standard amount for conventional loans. FHA, 3.5% minimum. VA, 0% down, same with USDA or rural loans as they call them. With those though, there are some specialty things that you need to qualify for. VA loans, you need to be a veteran. USDA, it's based on area and a median income calculation. So there's a lot of things that go into play there. There's down payment assistance plans. So if you don't have the funds, you have pretty good credit, you just haven't been able to save enough for a down payment, there's multiple down payment assistance programs you can look at. MSHDA is offered here in Michigan, which does allow for you to get a chunk of a down payment through that program. And then lenders also have lender-specific products. They could be grants they give you 2 or 3.5% of the down payment of the home on an FHA loan, or secondary mortgages that they offer for you to put the down payment down. When you're looking at these factors, debt ratio comes into play, obviously, because we have to qualify with all the factors of all the loans that you have. And credit score comes into play. Typically, 620 is kind of the historically known credit score minimum. Fannie Mae did do away with the credit score of having a minimum score, but a lot of the same factors that go into it, compensating factors we call it, to help you qualify, are still in play there. So 620 is always a pretty good baseline. FHA is a little bit more flexible. You can usually get away with maybe 580 to 620. In some instances, you can get away with as little as a 500 credit score in FHA if you put a larger down payment, 10%. The other factor that goes into all of the loans that you look to do is something called PMI, or mortgage insurance. That's going to be required typically on almost all products when you don't put at least 20% down. VA waives that. Some other products can waive it for you. But typically, you're going to have mortgage insurance on any product that you look to do unless you put 20%. And on some FHA loans, if you put less than 10% down, that could be carried over the life of the loan. So there's a ton of factors that go into down payments, how much you need available, and there are options to get away with no down payment to help you buy your first home. If you want to talk about these questions in more detail, if you want to look at what you can qualify for, please reach out. I'm always happy to help. Thank you.